Alright, gardeners, stop farming for a second because we need to talk. I just discovered something that will either make you laugh, cry, or uninstall Roblox. Yandel just nerfed sprays. And not just a little adjustment. Not like, oh, we shaved 10 seconds off. No. We're talking a full-scale nerf from god-tier farming tool. Useless piece of junk. But don't panic yet, because while most players are crying in Discord, I've got a loophole that still works. Yep, if you act fast, you can farm sprays like crazy before it all gets patched. So grab your snacks, because this is going to be part tutorial, part comedy roast of the devs, and part survival guide for this fairy event. Let's start with what sprays used to be. Before version 1821, Glimmering Mutation Spray was the MVP of the entire fairy event. Why? Because it gave 3 sprays per craft. Craft time equals 2 minutes 30 seconds. Do the math. In 30 minutes, 36 sprays. In 1 hour, about 80 sprays. In a full night AFK with macros, you'd wake up with hundreds stacked. That's basically infinite farming fuel. You get a task from the fountain. Bring me a glimmering pumpkin. You don't have it? Spray. Done. Bring me a glimmering dragon fruit. Spray. Done. Sprays let you skip RNG, skip waiting, skip pain. They were like a pay-to-win button, except free. And then, Yandel said, whoa. Players are having too much fun. Better nerf that. Now, in version 1821, you only get 1 spray per craft. Craft time, 15 minutes. From 3 in 230, 1 in 1500. That's not a nerf. That's the equivalent of turning your Lamborghini into a rusty bicycle and saying, we just made it more balanced. With the old system, you could farm an entire stash of sprays in 1 play session. With the new system, you're waiting almost an hour for 4 sprays. That's chef's kiss. Pain. On screen, old versus new system side by side with sarcastic text, balanced, update, TM. Why is this such a disaster? Because sprays were the shortcut through the fountain tasks. Without them, you need to brute force with 50 random glimmer fruits. Or pray RNG blesses you with exactly the fruit the fountain wants. Let's be real. Nobody's farming glimmering bamboo or pumpkins 24/7. Sprays made the event fun, they made it fast, they let you loop tier 5 over and over. Now, without them, it's like playing Grow a Garden on hardcore survival mode. Imagine needing a glimmering Romanesco at 2 a.m., no spray, no mutation, just staring at your screen, questioning your life choices. Thanks, Yandel. Here's where things get spicy. The nerf only applies to new servers, 1821 plus. But if you hop into an old server, 1819, the sprays are still OP. Yep, we're basically time traveling. How to do it. Leave your current server. Go to the server list. Hit exclude full servers. Keep joining until you land in a version that says 1819 in the corner. Once you're in, farm like mad. In 20 minutes, you can stockpile 30 sprays. In an hour, 80 plus. Stack hundreds while you still can. It's literally free real estate. But you need to hurry because the old servers are disappearing by the hour. Soon all that'll be left is nerfed servers where you get 1 spray in 15 minutes and a side of depression. On screen, loophole. Farm sprays in 1819 servers while you still can with timer countdown vibe. Okay, so let's say you manage to stockpile sprays. How do you actually use them smart? Here's the 3 golden rules of sprays. Never waste them on tier 1 to 2 requests. Early tiers are cheap to brute force with random fruits. Save sprays for tier 4 and 5, where point requirements explode. Always save 10 to 15 sprays minimum. Don't hit 0, because the moment you run out, the fountain will immediately ask for glimmering dragon fruit and you'll cry. Stack with targeters. Spray a fruit once, then use T-Rex pets or mimic octopus to spread it. That way, 1 spray equals multiple glimmering fruits. Efficiency 200 IQ. If you play it right, even with the nerf later on, you can stretch a handful of sprays into dozens of fountain completions. Let's face it, eventually the loophole will vanish. All servers will update. Sprays will be slow forever. So here's how to prepare. Stockpile now. Don't wait. Fill alts, fill storage, fill safes with sprays. Upgrade fairy spawn plus duration. More fairies equals more natural glimmer fruits. Less reliance on sprays. Fill your garden with fountain fruits. Coconuts, pumpkins, Romanesco, bamboo. Basically all the fruits that always show up in requests. Team setup, glimmering sprites, apply glimmer, T-Rex, spread glimmer, peacock, reduce cooldowns. That combo turns your garden into a self-sustaining spray machine even without sprays. Can we talk about how ridiculous this nerf is though? Like, imagine going to McDonald's, ordering a Big Mac, and they give you half a pickle and say, don't worry, it's for balance. That's what this feels like. Yandel, if you're watching, we love the game. But man, taking sprays from 3 in 230 to 1 in 15 minutes is like banning watering cans because players were watering too fast. At least give us 1 in 5 minutes. That would have been fair. But 15 minutes? Come on. Even Roblox Tycoon games aren't this evil.